It's a way of the Mr. Extra, oh yeah. Are you a good match for God? Are we, as a species? As many of you know, I've been doing the online dating thing for a while now. And in case you're wondering, no, Jennifer Aniston's profile has still not popped up as a potential match yet, but I continue to hope for the best. I even changed my screen name to Ross. Although now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it should be Brad? Hold on just a minute. Some years back, I learned about attachment theory. If you don't know about it, I would highly recommend the book Attached. The explanatory power of this idea is off the charts, and that's not just true for me. Friends have also been amazed at how their relationship troubles can be explained by this fairly simple idea. #anecdotal. The basic idea is that in relationships, we all fall into having one of three attachment styles: secure, avoidant, or anxious. These attachment styles are largely developed in childhood, but they are plastic and can change over time as experience either transforms our attachment style or deepens it. According to the literature, a person with an avoidant attachment style tends to avoid activities which have significant interpersonal contact. They're unwilling to become involved with others unless they're certain of being liked. They're restrained in their intimate relationships. They're preoccupied with being criticized or rejected, especially in social situations. People with an anxious attachment style tend to be attuned to their partner's needs but unsure of their own worth in the relationship. They blame themselves for their needs being unmet. They worry that they're unworthy of love and aren't good enough. They need an extra dose of reassurance. When these two attachment styles, known as the insecure attachment styles, don't get their needs met, they engage in what is called protest behavior. They don't have the wherewithal to communicate their needs effectively or clearly, so they act out. People with a secure attachment style are able to regulate their emotions. They communicate effectively. They're comfortable with closeness and mutual dependency, and they feel a genuine responsibility for the well-being of their partners. The big pitfall attachment theory can help you avoid is called the anxious avoidant trap. These two insecure attachment styles are somehow drawn together and cause each other untold misery. They also have an extremely difficult time breaking things off. Been there, done that. Of course, this is not a relationship channel, is it? I'm an atheist and anti-theist, so I suspect a good number of you have already put two and two together. Believers are anxious, and God is avoidant. It's the classic relationship blunder, and so much worse than getting involved in a land war in Asia. God is literally the essence of an avoidant. He tells us he loves us, but where is he when the ship is hitting the land? Why will he not involve himself with us unless we make our prior approval known, and in the most ridiculous ways? Why is he so averse to criticism and people like me rejecting him? Why? Because he has an avoidant attachment style, and he's found his anxious mates. They're attuned to his needs, but unsure of their own worth. They blame themselves for his lack of connection, worry about whether they're good enough, and they need that extra dose of reassurance every freaking Sunday morning. Is it any wonder God is so annoyed with his people? They keep trying to get closer when all he wants to do is pull away. It also explains why people like me have such a difficult time getting believers to break up with him, with God. This is a truly torrid affair, and there is little hope for either of them. Although I guess God can just create more people to look after his needs, and he clearly has needs. Why else create anything, let alone people to sing his praises for all eternity? The Bible is filled with examples of God being anything but securely attached, and equally filled with examples of a people seeking his love and connection whose anxieties, insecurities, and the need for his attention cause them to do the most horrible things, to act out, to engage in protest behavior. In real life, the remedy for the anxiously attached is more often than not to find the strength and security to simply walk away. I did that very thing in 1992. Once again, I'm me. Thanks for watching. things as important as enlightening, humorous content. And with once weekly Patreon-supported Wellbritron XL, you'll get that and so much more. And I think it's nice that there's a low risk of sexual side effects. Wellbritron XL effectively delivers enlightening, humorous content with a low risk of sexual side effects. You'll feel great laughing again, all while life-enriching insights come at you left and right. Well, maybe just from the left. Wellbritron XL is not for everyone. There's a risk of seizure-like laughter when taking Wellbritron. This risk can increase if you've recently left your religion or consumed large amounts of marijuana. Don't use if you've recently stopped thinking clearly or are offended by religious or political satire. Be careful when mixing Wellbritron with libertarianism, magical thinking, or regular doses of PragerU, which can increase blood pressure, sometimes severely. To reduce the risk of serious side effects, tell your cognitive advisor of any deficiencies in cognitive function or sense of humor. If religious, contact a secular advisor if you begin to have thoughts of apostasy, dancing, or sexual liberation. Don't stop taking Wellbritron abruptly, as that may lead to extreme mood swings and frequent urination. Once weekly Patreon-supported Wellbritron, humorous, enlightening content with a low risk of sexual side effects. Go to patreon.com/Mr. Deity to find out about once weekly Wellbritron XL. You'll laugh, you'll think, you'll feel better. And so will I.